Hello everyone, it's Kels and Kass again here for our collective Muse, and we're so excited to share our best lives with you.
Our best faces.
Definitely best faces. So last week we went on an exciting adventure.
So we checked out the Face Institute downtown in Saskatoon, and it's Dr. Rick Jaggy's new clinic. So he's an ENT, an ear, nose, and throat specialist, as well as a facial plastic surgeon. Very nice new building.
So fancy. I felt like as soon as I walked in, I felt like such a fancy lady.
It was fancy. Ooh. They offer a wide range of services. They have an RN, Cindy, on staff.
Yes, Cindy.
Love her.
We love her.
And then Nicole works at the front desk. She's also a gem.
Very lovely.
And then Dr. Rick Jaggy.
One thing I have to mention is they're all so warm and inviting there.
Yeah.
I never felt nervous.
I would agree with that because I had never really been in a clinic like that before, never had any of these types of procedures done. So I felt kind of like a fish out of water. That's what I was expecting to feel like. But walking in, those feelings totally went away. They made you feel at ease. They made you feel totally comfortable. It was a great atmosphere. And they offer injectables, vampire facials. He also does facial surgeries, so rhinoplasties, facelifts, all of that fun stuff. And then they also have a couple different lines of skincare.
Medical grade skincare, which is really lovely. And they also do chemical peels. They have a whole list of services.
Yeah, these are just a few.
We each went in for like a full consultation. I remember when I went in, I was like, do I need Botox? I was like, if I go like this, do I need Botox? And like, do I need my lips done? And like, should I get something lifted? And he's really lovely. And he told me no to most of the things. So he's not just there to sell injectables to you. I really trust his judgment and what he thinks I needed. And so I got a vampire facial. It was amazing. So anyone who knows me knows my obsession with all things Kardashian. So a couple of years ago, Kim Kardashian got a vampire facial, and I think that's where the ball started to really roll. Vampire facial isn't officially called a vampire facial.
Right.
What it actually is microneedling. It's a microneedling service that you can get on its own, or you can add the PRP, which is platelet-rich plasma. And so what they do is they first numb your face.
So we're just putting on Maxilene. It's a cream that numbs your face. I have to keep it on for about 30 minutes now before we start.
And then Nurse Cindy came and took a vial of my blood. It didn't hurt at all.
Go for something.
And then they put it through a centrifuge, which that spins it around really fast. And then it separates all the red blood cells from the white blood cells and platelets and all the plasma.
So this is your blood, which I spun. It goes under and spins out the red blood cells go in there, and all your plasma is in there. So in the plasma is the growth factors.
When she came in, I laid back. It's like a spa chair. They lean you back, and it's like I got a blanket on me. It was so comfortable. The rest of it felt like just going for a facial because my face is numb. And Nurse Cindy used a little tool. It's like a pen, and in it has about 12 needles. And those little needles, they go down into like the dermis of your skin, like way down deep. And what it's doing is like agitating your skin and getting your skin to like boost, because when you have those little punctures in your skin, it creates like the collagen and everything gets going, so it plumps up your skin, and it helps with like scarring or pigmentation and things like that, like uneven skin tone. So those little needles go into your face, and then she puts your plasma over top, so your plasma is going into those little holes that she, like the little marks that she puts into your face. But I honestly didn't feel anything. It just like, I could feel like the pressure of the wand, but I'm not just saying like it didn't hurt, it really did. Like it was super relaxing. I was relaxed for the whole procedure.
Do you feel that?
No. Feels like microdermabrasion.
You can feel a little bit of that?
Yeah, like a little bit of roughness.
I find this is a little bit more aggressive than
microderm, for sure.
Because you're
frozen. On the top, yeah.
So I go in a box grid. That's my goal, basically, is to get nice evenness. And then I'll go like, I put a little bit of pressure there. I want to get some redness and bleeding. So she's got some really good, tough skin. So she's not really bleeding, but she's turning nice and pink. you know? So I can turn her up a little bit. Are you handling that okay?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. It doesn't hurt at all.
That's crazy.
When I was getting it done, my face went pretty pink, but it wasn't that dramatic. Like I was expecting it to be really bloody and like, but it wasn't really. She said some people do get more blood on their skin. My skin was just tough, so I didn't, but I might have more in the next one. But it was like no big deal. And you go home with the plasma still on your face for 4 hours. And then there's a lot of instructions afterwards. Like I only wash my face with just water. And then I used actually a medicated balm, like a moisturizer that I got from them, which helped a lot. And the next day, the second day, my face was really red, but it didn't hurt. It felt almost like if you've been out in the sun a little too long, like on the boat at the lake, just like kind of tight like that, but it wasn't painful. I had no problems like sleeping or living my life. And then the next day, my face was quite red. But by the third day, the redness was pretty much gone. Then I had a little bit of flaking, like my skin was flaking a little bit, which I knew to expect. And now it's been a week and my face is perfect. Maybe 2 days downtime, but I probably would have gone to work the next day, to tell you the truth. And so I have a scar on my cheek and I feel like it's just a lot smoother and not as noticeable. Which I wasn't even like thinking about like, oh, I want that done. But that's a big benefit that I found from this. And ever since I had my daughter, and she's 7 months old, I've had some like, it kind of feels like more dark around under my nose. Oh, but I know it really did even that all out. So I don't have that darkness around my mouth anymore, which is awesome. And I feel so much more comfortable with myself. Yeah, it's been amazing and the results are amazing. It's totally something I'm going to do again. They recommend that you do a series of 3 treatments, 1 a month for 3 months in a row. So I did my first one. I can only imagine what it's going to be like for after all 3.
Yes, I must say your skin looks awesome. It looks super plump and glowy.
I'm wearing very minimal makeup today. I have to wear sun because
it's really fresh and healthy. So, I met with Dr. Jaggy for a consultation. The first thing I wanted to talk about was my nose. I got my nose bumped a bunch when I was younger, and I broke it in cheerleading. So, rhinoplasty was always on my mind, but as I got older, and more secure and became a mom, that kind of just fell off as a priority. But when we got this opportunity to check out the Face Institute, I definitely wanted to discuss the rhinoplasty with Dr. Jaggy and get his opinion. He was so nice. I felt like he was going to be like, oh yeah, your nose is a mess. You need to remove it instantly. But he wasn't.
He's a gentleman. He would never say that.
He was all like, oh, what bump? So we decided that an injectable rhinoplasty would be the best procedure for me. And they basically just inject a tiny bit of filler into any areas that need it in your nose to maybe make it look more smooth or remove any kind of humps. The next day we went in for the procedure. I was quite nervous, but I was so surprised. It was so quick.
The quickest. I was like, are we done?
Like
I was watching.
less than 5 minutes.
You're okay, Kelsey?
Yep.
Awesome. Just pinches a little bit, hey? You can feel that little scrunching.
Mm-hmm. It hurts more when my daughter headbutts me.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
And so we've done a small injection here to mask it and give her a more smooth dorsum of her nose.
Okay.
How'd that feel?
Honestly, not bad.
Yeah, good.
Not just saying.
See how it's nice and smooth now?
I love it. Thank
Good.
you.
Yeah, no problem.
That was quick and painless.
Awesome.
It was relatively painless. Like, I'm pretty tough. The only other thing I've really had done on my face was some laser, and the laser hurt way more than this. So this was quick, and it gave also instant results and instant gratification. So I could tell right away that it was just a little bit smoother and kind of removed the bit of a bump, and I would highly recommend it. The results last anywhere from about 10 months to a year. It just kind of depends on the individual person and how much filler was used. I'm definitely happy, and if you've ever thought about a rhinoplasty, I would recommend going to talk to Dr. Jaggy about perhaps an injectable rhinoplasty. If you want something more permanent, Dr. Jaggy also offers surgical rhinoplasties, so I think he's the best person to kind of go talk to because he
has both perspectives, and that's something rare. And I think that's definitely like a point of difference for the Face Institute is Dr. Jaggy. He knows your face inside out, literally, as a facial plastic surgeon and an ENT. So he can do the injectable rhinoplasty. But if you're really serious and like, I know I've always thought about a rhinoplasty, he can do a consult for that for you too. And I feel like I just trust that he knows exactly what he's talking about with my face.
He's not going to push you in one way over the other.
No, because he does both. So
he can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also talked with Dr. Jaggy about lip filler. That's something that I had thought about. I feel like I always admire celebrities that have the big juicy lips, like the Kardashians and Kylie Jenner, of course. So I have always had full lips, and whenever I've brought it up to friends or whoever, like, oh, you don't need them, you already have full lips, but I wanted to just see what Dr. Jaggy thought. So we decided that we would do a little bit of filler and see what I thought. I will say that the needle for the filler was a little bit more painful, and we put a small amount in the top because he noticed that my top lip was a little bit smaller than my bottom, and then they always put some in the bottom too. So the amount that I got doesn't really increase the size of your lips, Dr. Jaggy said. It more fills them out and makes them a bit more plump. So if you have fine lines or feel like your lips are kind of dehydrated, it'll kind of plump them up and make them look more full without actually changing the size.
Like the best version of your own lips.
Exactly.
Just put a little freezing here, so you don't feel like you have to go. Do I hurt much?
No.
I find
so with lips, I don't use a bunch of needles. I just use a cannula, and the cannula is blunt, so it's not going to injure any vessels or anything like that. Okay, and get less bruising that way as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to. I've already frozen the side of your lip there, so I'm going to put in a little introducer. Breathe. You're doing great.
So you just feel a little bit of pinching, Kelsey?
Just breathe normally.
Not just normal. It's just there's little pieces of tissue in there that he has to just get through. This filler has lidocaine in it. So as soon as we start injecting in there, it will help with any pain.
There we go. Okay.
Wow.
Breathe away. You okay? Mm-hmm. Good.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So it just plumps it up that little.
Yeah, you can already see it.
It's very instant.
Open your mouth.
Not that much trauma when you're doing it this way. It's not like you're getting a little.
Good.
It looks so good.
It looks nice.
It is pretty subtle.
It is subtle.
Which I wanted.
Yeah.
So basically, this is like you're living your best life with your own lips. And if you got more, it'd be like new lips.
Very happy with the results.
They look smoother to me just because I've been analyzing your lips since we had the consult and went in.
Yeah.
I feel like I just know a lot about your lips. And I feel like they just look like smoother.
Yeah.
They don't look a lot bigger, but like smoother and like more defined, but they aren't like obviously filled.
Right. So I'm really happy with how they turned out. Both the injections that I got, there was little needle marks that lasted a couple days, but they were very tiny and easy to conceal. As for the pain, pretty minimal, so just a little bit sensitive for a few days, but definitely can carry on your regular life and your regular activities. So we were so happy with our experience at the Face Institute that we decided to team up with them to give one of you lucky followers a vampire facial of your own. I want you to follow both the Face Institute and our collective Muse on Instagram and or Facebook. If you follow both of us on both platforms, you'll increase your chances of winning. And then tag 3 friends on this post. Yay! I want to win.
I know, I want to win another one.
Thanks for watching.